Good evening, everyone. Thought it might be interesting to show some people part of my second workshop, so in this particular workshop I tend to keep a selection of saws which are, well, they're mostly finished and some are nearly complete, or they are in a range of saws where I just wanted a complete version of it but I haven't worked on it. But there's an awful lot of ongoing projects in this particular workshop, so shout out Stu, thanks for the message. I know you said you like the look of the racks. I thought I'd show you a couple of others. So in my other workshop where I'll be heading tomorrow, I have nearly 6 complete racks in that unit, and I guess they're a level up again in terms of condition. So in here I have some are out of sequence as well, but I have arranged from the original DD8Fs to the Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3. I have some Danom DDA 110s, 125, some more 110s. The John Seard 801 is out of sequence. There's a few Clintons, and definitely all project saws. I have some mint Clintons as well, but the D55's here, one D65, another Clinton here. I have a few of my Echoes, so we've got the one of my 602s, a 650, got the 700 series, some more Danoms in solos. I don't know if these are so. And I tend to, when they're waiting for something, when it's really, really small, like this is one of my absolutely beautiful steel 051s, absolutely gorgeous, and it had a tiny break off one of the lugs off the tank, and so that's gone away for repair and will come back soon, I hope, welded. So it's the first time I've tried this. Somebody's going to put a weld on it, machine it. It was still fixed in 3 spots beautifully, but you know, in this bottom corner it's nice to have it fixed nice, particularly with the compression of something like an 89cc monster like the 51. So it'd be really interesting to see how that comes back when it's welded, and I'm probably not going to spray it either. I'll just leave it so it's completely visible, but the saw's actually spectacular. And what we have here, I love these engines. So this is one of my spectacular 660s, solo, West German, gorgeous, gorgeous saw. And sometimes the simplest things can keep some of your vintage saws out of action, which is the pull assemblies on the starter cup are really unusual on some of the solo saws, and not something you could just knock up or cobble together. So I've been waiting for that for months, but I'm hoping that's going to be here really soon. Other than the starter pulls, she's just spectacular. And I have, actually I must send a message back to a really nice guy, Alec, who's messaged a few times about some of my John Seard saws, and this is one he's messaged about as well. So this is one of my John Seard 751s, absolutely spectacular condition, and I've been waiting for a clutch for her, just again for a long time. I have located one, but it's not here yet for whatever reason. But so again, virtually nothing left to do on it. Beautiful. Then one of my Husky 480s, which was waiting for another coil, which I have, but I'm a bit slow fitting it. And wow, there's more projects on the go than I thought. Actually, let me rotate the camera as well and show you one of the other racks that we have here. So they're under the table as well, and around there's, if the camera will go more, so that far rack, again, some of these out of sequence. So there's one of my beautiful John Seard 80s. There's a a solo. So that's a Rex. Okay, and there's an unusual variation I have somewhere here. So down here, I don't know if we're in shop. This is a solo, almost identical to the Rex, but actually they're labelled a 125 on the casting. Really unusual to find. Another solo Rex down on, so my 600, 50, 655, 660. Again, West German solo saws, some skill saws, some vintage Jobus, my XG, Clinton 65 Supers. So a real selection of saws which kind of span from some of these from the late 50s. So there you go, guys. I hope that's interesting. This is where I spend, if I have free time, this is where I tend to spend it. And you can't see them, but then in the ceilings, I have some of my additional. I know some of you guys will love these. Some of the. This is 60135 Monster West German saws. So I have a lot of project saws in here at present. What I hope to do is, when I get to my other racks, which will be hopefully tomorrow, I'll show you some of my finished show saws, because they're spectacular. Guys, I hope that's interesting. I don't know how many are actually in this particular workshop presently. A lot. There you go, that's a glimpse of some of my ongoing projects, and there's lots of them. There's not enough hours in the day to kind of get through all of them, but they're a labour of love, but also it feels just like a piece of history, being surrounded by history. So hope that's interesting. Love to hear any comments. Guys, stay safe. A parting shot of some of my beauties. Bye for now.